guys. It is Silver History Sunday, and we got a really awesome coin today. Today we're going to be doing another junk coin, and I've chosen my second favorite half dollar, which is weird because I don't think many people agree with me on the ordering of half dollar awesomeness. In my opinion, the Franklin is the second best. I like the Kennedy the best, and I think that the Walking Liberty is the third best, and maybe the Barber. But sorry, I kind of have the sniffles a little bit. But we're moving on with Silver History Sunday. I'm super excited to be doing the Benjamin Franklin half. I have two examples here to show you the front and the back, or the reverse and the obverse, or whatever you guys are calling them these days, but that's too confusing for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and call them whatever I want, I guess. It's a good thing I pointed out this JFK half, because he'll be coming up in this talk, and yeah, let's dig right in, guys. So this is a Franklin half. It's considered junk silver. And it's pre-1965 constitutional coinage, so that makes it 90% silver. Each one of these contains 0.3575 troy ounces of silver. So $1 face is 0.715 ounces of silver. That's the same with all junk. Peace dollars and Morgan dollars are a little bit more. They're at 0.77 troy ounces of silver, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck there, but that's aside the point. Basically, I'm just going to kind of describe the coin real quick, and I'm going to go through some fun facts and the history. So the front here shows Ben Franklin. You could tell it's Ben Franklin because of his alien head, or just the fact that you know what Ben Franklin looks like. He's one of our founding fathers. He's a brilliant guy, or he was, I'm sorry. And you may recognize him from the famous kite story where he tied a key to a kite and it got struck by lightning and he was like, oh, that's electricity. Okay, so that's the guy. On the back we have a Liberty Bell. And this is kind of funny. Here on the back, not only is there a Liberty Bell, but there's an eagle. And the only reason that eagle is there is because it's a legal requirement that all half dollars have an eagle on them. So there we go with we're meeting our requirements. The history of this bad boy is the head of the mint at the time was a huge admirer of Ben Franklin, and so she really wanted Ben Franklin to be on a coin, and there was a medal that came out before this that looked very, very similar, and that was kind of the inspiration, and that they wanted to they wanted to represent Ben Franklin on a coin. So it was given to it was given to the head designer engraver guy at the mint. His name was John Sinnock, but unfortunately he died before this coin was ever made. So it ended up getting passed on to his successor, who is Mr. Gilroy Roberts. And so yeah, the creator of this coin never even really got to see it in real life, which is kind of sad. Also, what's kind of sad is Ben Franklin didn't get to see this. So this is a pretty special coin, in my opinion. But yeah, after John Sinnock died, the guy that designed this, it ended up getting finished up by another guy. And when they finally finished it up, they submitted it to the Commission of Fine Arts, and they were like, here's our model, here's what we're going to do. And the only complaint they had was they didn't like this crack in the Liberty Bell. They thought that it was going to be open to mockery and that there would be jokes made about it and all that stuff, but the mint loved it, and they ignored the Commission of Fine Arts, and they made it this way anyways. So that's pretty much the history of this coin. Not too far in depth, mostly just the mint, the head of the mint really liked Ben Franklin, and so they wanted it to be put on a coin. But I have a bunch of fun facts. The first one being that back in the day, when dollars actually represented silver value, this was worth 50 cents. 50 cents was what it was worth when it was made, and that's why it's called a half dollar. But if you do the math now, it's almost $6.50 ish. So that's a 1,300% increase. So all of the people out there that don't understand how silver and gold and other precious metals can be used to hedge against inflation, this is a perfect example. This used to be 50 cents, and now it's $6.50. So the silver has much more purchasing power, or maybe not purchasing power. The silver maintained its purchasing power, but it isn't worth 50 cents anymore like it used to be, if that makes sense. So it's a really good example, I guess, of how silver can be used as a hedge against inflation. Whether I could explain it well or not makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. More fun facts. This coin likely would still be the half dollar. It would be the most recent half dollar if JFK wasn't assassinated. So this coin was minted until 1963, and JFK was assassinated in November of 1963, and that's why we have the 1964 Kennedy half that replaced it. We used JFK's face on this coin to kind of pay our respects and show our admiration for this former president. So yeah, had that not happened, maybe it would have changed eventually, but Ben Franklin would have been minted for much longer, likely. Another really fun, interesting fact about this is this coin doesn't represent anything that Ben Franklin stood for. So Ben Franklin was known for not liking portraits on coins. He thought that portraits on coins was a royalty thing, and that it wasn't cool. Pretty much all the kings and queens that have been minted and struck onto coins over the past hundreds of years, he thought that that was a symbol of what America ran away from, that America was not under any royalty, and that we shouldn't be using portraits on our coins. And he would prefer like a proverb or something that would remind the wielder or the holder of this coin something important. But we put his face on the coin anyway. And then another funny thing about why Ben Franklin would have hated this coin was he hated the eagle. He absolutely despised the eagle. He thought he referred to it as a scavenger bird, and that wasn't appropriate for representing the United States on our coinage. And he had recommended several times that we use the turkey instead. And so if Ben Franklin saw this coin, he'd likely be upset, because not only is there a portrait on it, but there's also an eagle on it and not a turkey. And I thought that was pretty funny. I guess, yeah, he also was on the $100 bill, right? So he wouldn't have liked that either. But that's all I got today. It's a little bit shorter of a video. I have a couple things coming up. I appreciate you guys watching Silver History Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun researching this kind of stuff, and it's not that hard to research it if you want to jump ahead of me. But I'm still going to be doing this every Sunday as of now, and I hope you guys stick around, and please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel. Did I say anything incorrect? Did I miss any fun things? And is this something that you guys enjoy watching? Please let me know. Alright, thanks so much, guys.